Google's punishment of ad blocking YouTube viewers is understandable, but that doesn't make it any less awful. Paying for premium isn't your only ad block alternative. YouTube ad drama, more of it? Yeah. I heard from Fox that it's like they made it so that some of his ad blockers that he was using, I overheard it in the kitchen. Some of the ad blockers that he was using was no longer quote-unquote supported, which I think is bullshit, because even the FBI is like, nah, dude, the internet is full of viruses and malware and shit. You need a fucking ad blocker. You also need an alibi for some of the shit that you download, but I'm not gonna question. Use Brave. I'd say either use Brave or Opera. It depends how much you like the Chinese. Google's conflict with ad blockers shows no sign of slowing down. In fact, it's launched a new assault with reports of YouTube throttling video speeds, adding unskippable black screens which last the length of an advert, and preventing playback altogether. That's according to users complaining across various Reddit threads and even the Brave forum via PC World. See, even Brave is not safe. Come to Opera GX. I'm not sponsored. I have not had that problem. I've only had the issue of things getting a little bit throttled, and that's only when it first starts up, but that's also when I've been downloading games. Spectrum Internet is crap. And sharing it to the Brave forum with images shared of a pop-up telling the user to disable their ad blocker or pay for YouTube Premium if they want to keep watching videos. These threads are also packed with suggestions of how to circumvent YouTube's efforts. The weirdest thing is, this feels like it's kind of... I wouldn't say it's illegal, but I would definitely say that it's immoral. Because the problem is that, fuck YouTube just in general, if we're talking about the rest of the internet, you should not be going on some of these websites that you guys might frequent without an ad blocker. Like, let's say, for example, fandom. Like, any fandom thing. Let's pull up the Precure fandom website really quick. Any fandom website, any at all, there will be constant pop-up ads on the sides. And they can sometimes go entirely up the side of your screen. Why would you want that? Little cute Saki and Mai. Why would you want that when you can do this effortlessly? And you can actually see the button that goes to the top. There's a little button that I'm blocking. With ads, it covers the ability to go to the top of the page whenever you want. What's up, Ikalam? It's been running fine for me. Well, at least you haven't been having any problems. A lot of people have been, so I guess you're doing something right, Danny. Wikis have had some of the worst of it, I agree. This is a children's website. Because Precure is technically a children's show. I have seen porn ads running on this shit when I try to view it without an ad blocker. It is bad. It is very bad. Plus, dude, some of these ads that you get, they're like 4 hours when it comes to YouTube. Has anyone ever gotten the fucking Kia ad? Where it's like just a woman driving for 4 hours with music playing in the background? Yeah, I did. I did like a year or so ago at this point. It was weird. You don't want that crap. Users suggest to... dry mouth. Users suggest you try restarting your browser to get around YouTube's 3-video limit, skipping forward into videos, or updating your filter list if you use uBlock Origin. Replies to these comments are a mixed bag, however, with some finding success, while others aren't any better off than they were before. So is your only option to pay for YouTube Premium? Increasingly, that looks to be the case if you want an ad-free experience, though I'm not convinced you need to pay for YouTube. The free version is more than fine. Let me tell you about YouTube Premium. People have been having issues where YouTube Premium does not block the ads. So why the fuck would you want to pay for YouTube Premium? The only benefit of getting YouTube Premium is that it also goes over to music. So YouTube Music Premium... Oh no, wait a minute. I completely forgot about that. YouTube Premium and YouTube Music Premium are not connected for some reason. The only good premium service to get, unless you're using something off of GitHub, would probably be YouTube Music Premium, and that's the only way that you can listen to music on YouTube Music with your fucking phone off. With the screen off and everything. Isn't it Premium Light that has some ads? No, it was supposed to be completely premium, where you get no ads whatsoever. And they were like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and fuck with people, because we're losing money on this. Possibly, big if true, who the fuck knows? Sorry for using the phrase, Danny, but sometimes it needs to be said. YouTube Premium just connects your YouTube account directly to a YouTube Music account? No, because I've had both YouTube Music Premium and YouTube Premium, and they never carried over to the same service. Unless they've changed that, because I haven't had YouTube Music Premium since like 2021 or 2022. Brave also lets you do no screen viewing? Weird. It'll show you music on YouTube Music that you've listened to on YouTube. That's how it usually is. Iclam, that's how it usually is. They launched a premium light tier that gets some ads, and the full premium with no ads. When the fuck did they do the light tier? That feels like it doesn't really make sense. It's like, usually if you're doing YouTube Premium, isn't that gonna be like the full service? It's like when these fucking streaming applications, like, I think what we did it for was like the Nick. Yeah, Paramount Plus. We did it for Paramount Plus when Paramount Plus first came out, and there was an ad version where it was like $4.99, but you still got ads. And we did that. Oh god. Every 3 minutes of watching anything, you would get 4 ads. That would be 2 minutes long. Not worth it. Not worth it in the fucking slightest. Alright, let's keep going. As a free YouTube user, I don't get the hate. This continual call and response of YouTube ramping up its ad blocker restrictions and ad blockers finding new ways to bypass these restrictions has been going on for months with no signs of slowing down. With these latest efforts and the ever more complicated instructions on how ad blockers can avoid YouTube's wrath, I'm left asking if ads are really so bad that it's worth the hoops you're forced to jump through. They pop up randomly through a fucking video while people are talking. If it was during dead zones, I would fucking understand. But I've now had situations where I was watching shit last night on this tablet that I'm looking at the chat through. Hi chat, how are you doing again? And it would be when this guy was fucking talking, because I remember what the fuck the video was. I was watching about the government and like everything that has to do with like how shit works in the town of Phineas and Ferb. And it was an over an hour video. And I just straight up was like, okay, but this guy was just talking. Like, why did you fade out my screen? And then why did you start 3 unskippable ads? I now don't remember what he was talking about, so now I have to go back 4 minutes in the video to get the context of what the fuck he was talking about, because it's intricate shit. Ugh. And then hope to God when I reach that point again in the video, it doesn't decide to give me another ad, because that will happen sometimes too, and it's really stupid. And I say this as someone who ingests an ungodly amount of YouTube content every day, me with Kirsha, who doesn't use an ad blocker, and who doesn't pay for a YouTube Premium. You're showing off a phone, my guy. Show off a fucking kitted up PC set, man. Don't just show me your phone, because doing this crap, you gotta get to GitHub and everything to get fucking ad blockers on your phone. And then chance it working. Because I've attempted. They don't fucking work as well as you want them to, which is annoying. Ugh, the fold phone. I understand there's been reports of frustratingly long unskippable ads over the years. Here's a Reddit post complaining of minutes-long unskippables, with some replies from other users experiencing the same. You know that feeling exactly when you're watching shit on the YouTube TV app? Like just the YouTube app for your television. These silly little fucking smart TVs, and you get 2 to 3 minutes of ads that you cannot skip. I'm in the middle of watching a fucking stream, and you're giving me ads? I'll never catch up. I don't want to go back. I want to talk in the chat. Fuck you. But the worst I've experienced is having to wait maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I suppose if you count the 10 seconds you have to wait for the next ad. Wait in the next ad for a skip button to appear. What the fuck are you talking about 10 seconds? It's only 5. This person doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about if they're saying it takes 10 seconds to wait for the skip button. wait in the next ad for a skip button to appear. Yeah, no, you don't have to wait 10. The time is 5. This person is a troc. Get their ass. In recent months, however, things seem to have gotten better. I not only see fewer ad breaks, but at max, I may be delayed from watching a video for 10 seconds before I can skip it. On top of this, I understand why Google doesn't want you blocking ads. It's a video hosting platform. Its video hosting platform is free to use, but isn't free to run. And YouTube ads also allow it to pay creatives without us viewers having to pay anything. Wouldn't be surprised if they made the skip window 10 seconds now? Oh, dude. That'd be such bullshit. I'd be like, well, there's a reason why people are torrenting shit off of your platform. Let me say that much. Let me say this. There's a reason why people are clicking on a video just to get the fucking link to the video, going and downloading it, and then coming back to the video to support the creator and say, hey, where can I give you money? I don't want to support YouTube, but I love your content. Imagine if they made every ad unskippable. Yeah, they make the fucking 5-second ads unskippable. That's enough for me. Like, why the fuck are you putting a 5-second ad on a video anyways? What is that gonna give? Half a fucking penny? Half of a penny is a 5-second ad, probably. I don't know. With online content, the trade-off has always been it's free with ads, or paid without, or paid with fewer, as is increasingly becoming the norm of the best streaming services, which sucks. There is no best streaming service. All of these fucking suck. You wanna know why they suck? They keep increasing the prices. They keep taking shit out of their catalogs. Max, I'm looking directly at your cunt ass. And besides that little point, we should not have to go to a streaming service if we want to watch a fucking show. What we should have to do, honestly, we should have to get cable again and then it syncs up to our fucking TVs. You know, like how they got the fucking Roku TV channel and all this other kind of stuff. It should be stuff like that. It shouldn't be where it's like, okay, so you have to get Fubo, you gotta get Clumpy, you gotta get Disney Plus, you gotta get the fucking Rhubarb Network, which is an entire catalog of shows that no one knows exist, but are really good for some reason. You gotta get all this stupid shit. No, I don't want 5 applications on my fucking phone, 5 different pay services that cost like $80 fucking all blended together, because you want to do it without ads. It's too much fucking money! There is a best streaming service, the illegal ones, but they're making watching anime difficult. Yeah, no, fuck Crunchyroll, dude. All my homies hate Crunchyroll. They keep butchering the fucking... What is it called? They keep butchering the fucking subtitles for Precure, so it's making it look like there might be like some incestuous shit going on right now. It's fucking stupid. So using ad blockers has always felt like having your cake and eating it. No shit, Sherlock. We also want to support the creators by watching their video. Having ads be on the video and us watching the ads is not as supportive as actually watching the video. Other creators have mentioned this. We do not give a fuck if you use an ad blocker because we understand. We're going to get most of our money through view retention and how many people have watched the video. We're not going to get it from fucking ads because we get literally pennies on the fucking dollar for these ads that run. No matter how big or small our channels are, we get pennies on the dollar if we are monetized. And if we are not monetized, all that money goes to YouTube if ads get on your channel. Or any of your videos. I know this specifically from the Dreaming Princess Pretty Cure video on my fucking MMD account. Though I know how frustrating ads can be, they're really not. They just feel very intrusive, which is why they get fucking annoying. Because TV ads are fantastic. I love TV ads. But I definitely do not like it when I'm watching something and it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be going to commercial and you put commercials in my face. I don't like that. It makes me feel like a child. Stop being gay. And while I personally don't want to use an ad blocker, I 100% understand why people do. You're a loser. It's also not just the number or length of ads on YouTube. The content of the ads can be a problem too. And I will concede I've seen YouTube adverts for services that seem like they might not be 100% legal. Why are you not making a thing about that, by the way? That said, if you're caught in the YouTube versus ad block crossfire and hate how unstable the platform is becoming, My suggestion today is that the alternative doesn't have to be paying for premium. No shit. As a completely non-paying YouTube user, especially if you're on phone, because fuck you, you've literally shown nothing but phones, it's not so bad. And with how things are shaping up, it sounds like it's a lot less frustrating than watching YouTube with an ad blocker. Shut the fuck up, man. I got an ad blocker running right now. Opera's the goat, fuck you. Hamish Hector? You're dumb. I won't pay for it, and I won't get an ad blocker. Bro looks like a twink. I'm not sorry. You look like you get pegged on Friday nights while you're wearing Steve from fucking Blue's Clues cosplay, dude. My mouth doesn't want a mouth. Go ahead and talk about that. How many people here have ever used an ad blocker or are currently using an ad blocker for one platform or more? Because I do know that there are some people who use ad blocker specifically for, like, certain websites, like the ones I talked about before, like with fandom. Don't diss my man Steve. Steve used to look like a twink. I don't care. Him with hair looked like a twink. Him bald gives me the runnies. Just...